This area, I was going to pour concrete a few years ago, but the concrete places refused to bring me out any concrete because of the scariness of the time. And so it has set for the last few years, and I've decided I'm going to put a shipping container right here so that I can have a place to arm wrestle, practice. Gonna make myself a new gym. Follow along. First thing I'm gonna do is figure out, I'm gonna leave 3 feet between my garage and this thing so I can walk through there if I want to. I'm gonna figure out where the 4 corners will be, and I'm going to put down some concrete pads for it to sit on there. I'm gonna make probably about 2 foot by 2 foot concrete pad. I don't know, 6 inches or so thick. I think that ought to be a good place to make a platform for this thing to sit on. That's where I'm gonna start right now. So I've decided I'm going to make myself a template for making my holes for the concrete. And so what I'm gonna do is take this piece of plywood, and make myself a circle. Like so. Marker. All right, we want 2 foot, so that would give me 1 foot out. Makes a line like such. Like this. Never seen a more beautiful circle in all of my years. Leave me a comment on if you like the way I did my circle. And if you don't, tell me what's a better way to do it, because I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But I don't think so. And so, after you have let the highly acidic, full of acid ink soak into the wood, you know it's highly corrosive. Wait a few minutes for it to soak in, then you should be able to just come out over here, add the string, and give it a quick, yep, just like that. We now have our template for our holes. So, we should be able to, I've measured out, there's my little spot right here, is the center where I want it. Line that up on the center of that thing. And I should be able to stand right here and dig to my heart's content. Not lose my spot. Guess you could paint some paint on the ground or something, but that could be highly toxic to the dirt. If you're loving the content that I'm giving you, which I know you do, you should probably like and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. Make me a millionaire. There's a correct tool to make a hole in the dirt, and it is called a shovel. I'll show you how a shovel is used. You put the pointy end toward the ground, and you push with great force in a downward position. We're just to stand on this here board and haul it around so we know where our hole needs to stay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is hard work. I recommend, if you're not used to digging holes, that you should probably wear gloves. You might get slivers. No one likes arm wrestling with somebody who's got slivers and blistered fingers. That's gross. Oh no! Whatever you do, don't let your template move on you. Don't hold the wrong spot. Yes, just like that. Okay. If any of the action work that you're doing is making you really tired, that's why they invented stunt doubles. So I will get my stunt double and I'll have them come get to work right now because I think I already got a couple blisters. I don't like that. Like the next hole. Still throwing on the ground. Maybe I should use one of these tools you have available. They call this a wheelbarrow. It's for holding dirt. See how that works? Water. 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 Yeah, that's good. Ready. Time to add some smoking pucky in the hole. You know you like it. You know you want to subscribe. Yeah. You know you need it. You know you need to subscribe. Thumbs up. You know you need to subscribe. Thumbs up. And here is the next day. Concrete is set up nicely. Went ahead and add a little more dirt around it, just kind of smooth around it. So for each of the four corners, I can stack a 4x6 block on top of there or something. Have that thing sitting here. So this driver showed up and he was a really good guy. It was really hard to get back in there. There's like 4 inches between the eave of my house and like 6 inches between the eave of my garage and that thing. It's in there, kitty corner. So it's like he was bumping in that tree. So he's like having to scooch a little closer to the garage. And I'm like, rub the tree. I don't care. So he went ahead and got it in there and got as close as he could. And he did a good job. I was very pleased with the work he did. Sitting in there all weird and kitty corner, but I figured, well, I can just move that thing. And that's what I end up doing. Want to hook this big old monster truck on that thing and see if we can move it? Place your bets. Got 30 seconds. Leave a comment. Tell me whether or not you think the truck's gonna move it. Moved a lot of other stuff. Having myself a little bit of, not that I'm sponsored or anything, but a little bit of refreshments. Oh, yes. Oh, the spot. Oh, the spot has been hit. All right. Right. Moment of truth. You just lost 1 million likes. Hand them over. Hand them over. So as you can see, that tree seems to be right in the stinking way for some reason. I'm gonna go to the other end, yank the other end around a little bit. Come back over, yank this around just a little bit. Okay, I'm having a slight issue here. I'm getting ready to pull this other end around, but I see that this board is slightly lower than my concrete pad, so I'm scared on that end. The board just actually slid on the ground. I thought the thing would slide on the board, but it didn't. It's the whole board slid. So If that happens on this end, it might hit my concrete pad and maybe move it. You know, it's like 6 or 7 inches deep, but it might actually hit it and just slide it along too. So I'm digging under a little bit, right this position, right this area, to try and, yeah, what I might actually do is I might just dig right here, stick me a jack under, see my jacket a little bit, stick some boards under to get up a little higher, so if it slides, it'll be sure and go over the top of that concrete. Let's give it a try. So as you can see there, I dug out enough room for my jack to fit under there. Found some random boards and stuff to try and keep the jack from sinking into the dirt. And got that down there and was able to lift that up. Seemed like that was about all that jack could accomplish. I do have a bigger jack, but I would have to dig a bigger hole too. So, and yes, I am still not sponsored, although that could change. Alrighty, got the chains all rigged up, and I'm still a little bit worried, so I'm just gonna give it a little tug, see what happens. Thinking I may have to stick and do back to the original plan, which was to jack this thing up, put another board on top of it, and put some pieces of pipe cut up under between the two boards so it'll roll like a bearing. But the guy who helped me, the guy who put this here, he said that you should be able to slide them pretty easy on that, so I figured I'd give it a try, but still worried I might screw up my concrete stuff. So I'll give a little tug, see what happens, hope I don't make no frowny face happen. Can you guys tell me to stop if it starts messing up, okay? Okay, so I heard somebody yell stop, so why'd you tell me to stop? I don't know. What don't we like? It's looking okay so far there. Oh, that center block that's on the end over there, it's been on the end of the beam. Kind of tipping weird. I don't know if that hurts anything particularly. Well, so far it don't look like there's no problems. Keep on going. Yeah, tell me to stop if I need to. Let's get a better view of that. Stand back a little bit. Okay, so 30. Okay, now you tell me to stop if I need to, preferably before something breaks. Well, what do you think? Keep on going? That's right. Let's keep on going. See what happens if we go just a little bit more. Sometimes I wish there was two of me. You two, huh? Heck yeah, two of me would be awesome. Yeah, looks like it's okay. Continue, carry on, carry on. Holy crap, got greedy that time, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Got greedy that time. So, appears as though it's basically where I want it. I don't want to just timed it too far. It's pretty much where I want it. It's pretty straight with that building. Okay, now, show you the trick. This here is called measuring tape. If you pull it out, numbers on it. See those numbers? So what you do, you can measure from this point to this point, see how far that is. 30 inches, exactly. Let me go down to this other end, measure it, and see how it compares. Okay, I'm down here now. Heck yeah! 33 inches exactly. If you learn how to use a measuring tape, like. Let's see if this thing will actually open. I don't even know what's inside this thing. It might still be full of stuff, as far as I know. If I get lucky, it'll be full of a bunch of like Hyundai cars or something. Now, luckily, with that left door back there being really hard to close, I know it's not going to accidentally close on me and lock me in here. We might be able to find me for a while, huh? So the floor's not too bad. Pretty good condition. That was my main concern. I wanted the floor to be in nice structural condition. Be able to put that equipment in here, and the floor looks pretty darn good. Walls all look okay too, like use a paint job. Thank you. All right. So we come down here. I'll put some hand door right there. I had this old door. It used to be on an old trailer house. I replaced the door on the trailer house because it was kind of crappy, and I kept the old door. I'm thinking it might work on this. Got to figure out where it'll fit. Looks like it fit on the sides real good, but I don't really want it on the side. I want it on the side. The spacing between the corrugations are a little different on the sides. The way it works, you should be able to cut a hole and just drop that right in there and put screws around it. See it on it? Have everything attached. Quick and easy. Open out this way. I'm up and over here, but then I'm like, well, if it opens this like this way out here in the walkway like that, I'll like that idea. That's a good spot. Just remember the correct way to cut a hole, right? And this time I'm gonna make a square hole. A round hole. I'm gonna grab my marker. All right. Here, Bosco! Come here, Bosco! Come on, gotta get on video so I can get extra likes for kissing dogs. It's a like to kiss. Lucille, come here, Bosco. Bosco. Yeah, Bosco likes it. Cammy likes it. What are you doing? Okay, I go to Cammy. Cammy, come here. Try to kiss me. You like to kiss? Like and subscribe if you like doggies. Got my special magical marker. Straight edge. To figure out where the door goes. So I'm thinking about 6-7 inches. Up there. Yeah. The mark here. 6, 7 inches here. Down here. All right. Get a straight edge. Make it straight. We don't want to round one this time. Okay. Make sure when you do this, make sure you get plenty of ink on there, especially on metal surfaces. Okay. Do not skimp out on ink. Metal, you gotta let it soak in a little longer, especially if there's paint on it like this. We'll let that soak for probably a half hour. We'll come back and check it out and see what happens. Okay, it's been about an hour, and looking at it, I can already see it's starting to come apart at the top a little bit. Over here. It might come off if I got enough ink on her. Let's give it a try. See what happens here. Yeah. Just like that. Just make sure you get enough ink. You should be able to just knock this stuff right off of there. Grab my gloves here. So. Yeah. Don't get none of that ink on you. Big sharp edges. It's actually kind of thick and heavy. Let's see. Got it loose enough, hopefully. Don't let the door fall down. Stay. What did I tell you? Huh? Some help you were. I think it wasn't a blast or anything that could break. There's the screws on the corners I didn't account for. Some screws are getting in my way. Soften up the metal a little bit so it'll hopefully go in a little easier. About there and there. Corner, I think. Kind of hold it up a little bit. Thank you. It's dragging. me, I can hold it while I went and grab drill some holes or something, huh? Maybe I'll take it back out. Maybe I'll take it back out. Magic. All right, let me drill. Straight. Ready. I walked inside, looked at it from the inside, looks good on the inside, so put it in place. Correct way to use the riveter is you stick the rivet, stick it in the end of this thing, open it all the way so it falls in, and when you squeeze it, it'll collapse that thing. So I'll squeeze it. Over here, sticking in one of these holes we drilled. Back it up, shove it in. Pull in, then squeeze it. Open, squeeze it. Open, squeeze it. Till it finally breaks off. And when you open up all the way, it should release. Drop the leftover garbage down in the thingy again. In. Backside here are the hinges. I'm going to put a board 2x4 behind there. Goes over no ways. And I'll screw it in from the other side, then I'll screw into it tomorrow. I saw traders put away, so I gotta get that out tomorrow. Now, you doing all huh? It's my dude. Heck yeah, that's my dude. This is the 2x4 I'm going to use. But I don't want to get my saw out right now. I want that thing flapping in the wind all night long. There it is, completely installed. Stuck a 2x4 along this side here because it was sitting out in the air and I wanted it to be nice and supported. Put this doorknob in here. I had to rig this thing up because it wasn't quite right, but I think it's gonna do the trick. Oh yeah. Just gotta lift a little bit to make it latch. I'm thinking that's because this thing hasn't been leveled yet. Hopefully when it's all leveled, it'll close nicely. Yeah. Freebie door. Windows on a mobile home that I'm working on. I use the old windows out of this. That'll work. Pretty good. So, I'm gonna put the cap on this blue barrel. Problem with these highly acidic markers is they dry out quick. So I had to send my helper to grab me another one. Did I see where that lid went? I heard it somewhere. Oh man. Oh yes. Nothing like a brand new, highly acidic marker. Put down a line. You too can have your thirst quenched. Not that I'm sponsored, like I said before. Oh yes. Oh yes. That hits the spot. Right. I'll just wait for that. Soak in a little bit. Remember, because they have the paint and stickers helps make the slow down process too. So you wait for the stickers and the paint to all soften up and that would get in the metal probably about an hour. So I'm gonna take a quick break, relax a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna go down and mark this other window. So I'm gonna do a couple of them. I'll mark this other one. By the time I'm done marking that one, I don't have to wait about a half hour, huh? I can knock it out and I can knock the other one out too. Oh. we're gonna watch it. Just tell me where to win. Leave in the comments if you know where the lid's at. The lid. If you said that it went behind me and bounced off the barbecue grill and landed on the ground next to the barbecue grill, you were correct. All right, so I got the other one, 6 of these lows away from each other. So we'll count that here. Got the window here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the window will start here. Up. Problem with working outside in the grass with leaves all over the place because you haven't raked it because you're lazy. It makes it hard to find stuff. All right. Okay, so now it's probably been enough time where I could probably go ahead and move back to that first one again. It's been probably about an hour. Fiddled around with these other two. Close to it. Probably I can move back down to the other one. Knock that thing out. We'll check it out. We'll see what it looks like. Yeah, let's walk down there and check it out and see what it looks like. Wow, looks like the marker must have been hooked on a little bit there. Yeah, I can see it. I didn't get quite enough marker right in this corner. Always get plenty of marker on there. So now that we got some holes in the wall, we can put a window in there, see if it fits. Yep. Yeah. I just gotta drill some holes, pop rivets, just like the door. What's the other one? Let's do. I already tried the first one. I tried it first thing when I popped it off, and it was pretty good. Remember, if you're loving content I'm giving you, you know what to do. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and, not that I'm sponsored, but I'm gonna have myself a quick little refreshment. I wouldn't mind being sponsored. Okay. Like 10. All right, let's go down there right there. So my helper's holding in place so it doesn't fall down like the door did. I'll throw a couple rivets in there. Okay, better. Side. Come on, William. Would make it a real bit one size bigger, maybe a little easier, huh? But I like being nice and tight. so we get this thing all leveled up now. This corner needed an extra piece. Everything's level. Door opens nice and smooth now. Was jamming up a little because it was a little low. Opens nice and smooth. Closes nice and smooth. Let's so check out this step. Step we're gonna do down here. Yeah, it's nice being a little lower. So you don't have to step up into it so high. This end, the yard drops down, so it's tip kind of low. So we're gonna do something here. So let's see. Okay, so focus. Perfect. Good. So our plan is here. I'll find a different part of the mountain if I can because it's crappy. Let me grab this. This way. Yes. So our plan is this. The doorway, let's run it down. It's some pretty good thick metal there. And so this the doorway that we cut out, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these boards underneath it to lift it up just a little bit. So the doors will still clear it. So it'll be a step up to it and then step up in there. And have a little platform here. Pretty good use of the door. There it is. Let's do some pieces of scrap 2x4 I had in there. Make it all kind of levelish. Nice little step up and a step up. I will take and cut those boards up right there. And nice little step up into that thing. Instead of being such a drop off. Nice little step down and another little step down. Man, someone really ought to rake this yard. Okay, just cut down. Masking off this thing. Blowing off all the dirt around the bottom of it. A little bit of primer on the bare metal spots. I'm gonna paint this thing. Thinking of using that thing right there. Harbor Freight thing that I actually got the TI for cheaper and thought I'd try it out, but after watching videos on it, it's like this seems like everybody else always had nothing but trouble with it, so I'm gonna use my air sprayer. I will use this Harbor Freight spray gun. I used it before to paint my house with it. Seemed to work okay. Try again. Okay, this is just regular exterior grade house paint I got from Habitat from Humanity. Store called Restore. It pewter colored. Pewter. It's kind of close to my color of my pump house in my garage. I'm just thinning it down with some water until it's the consistency that I like. I know what consistency I spray out of my gun, the way my gun works good, and so I'm just making it that consistency, and that way I can shoot it out of the paint gun, the air gun. Yeah, I picked up one of these respirators at Harbor Freight also. I figured that it's just house paint, so it doesn't really stink that bad. But when you atomize that and get it and turn it into a mist, it'd be pretty easy to breathe that crap, and don't want to be doing that. So figured, heck, respirator's cheap. May as well protect yourself if you can, right? Alrighty, remove the masking off, and this is the end result. Probably ought to wash that door, huh? Thinking mud on the door. Much better. Much better. Although I was starting to get attached to that Hyundai word on the side of there. This here doesn't stand out like a sore thumb like it was before. Yeah, and that step, I'm not done with it. I'm gonna still gotta screw all that junk together and cut that board off there, and then I'll paint all that stuff too. I'll probably paint it different color, like black or something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of matches my garage. Matches my house and everything instead of bright orange dingleberry. So here we are. Got my arm wrestling table sitting here with a bunch of junk on it. Going to have to still got to put the lights in here. Still got to put me a few shelves and racks and things to put all my handles and junk like that on. That way it's not just dangling in the wrong spot everywhere. There's my deadlifting station. Yeah, I think it'll do. You should probably like and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. Make me a millionaire. Give it a good, yep, just like that.